Hello folks, Why Guy here again, and I want to invite you to my home on this beautiful summer day. And what you hear, if you can hear them, there's hummingbirds right over within a foot over my right shoulder here, maybe 2 feet. Anyway, because we got a hummingbird feeder right there, so you might hear them from time to time on this video, and they welcome you too. Anyway, this video is called The Why Guy Elephant. Now, before I continue with that, this is going to be a super short video. And first, I want to invite any viewers to look me up on Facebook, if you want to. I've got two different avatars. One is under Jonathan Jones. I misspelled it. I meant to say Jonathan, but it came out Jonathan, J-O-N-A-N. Jones. Anyway, look me up and friend me if you would like to have further discussions with myself and my friends on Facebook. The other avatar, of course, is under The Why Guy on Facebook too. Anyway, also on this video, please leave comments if you would like. I'd appreciate it. Comments, be polite. I try to be. I don't always succeed, but I try to be. So I encourage you to do the same. So anyway, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. If you give me a thumbs down, tell me why, so that I can learn, okay? Because you may point out something that I haven't thought about before, okay? And I'm here to learn right along with all of us. We're in the same boat, folks. Anyway, this video is called The Why Guy Elephant. Now, I didn't want to put the Why Guy Elephant in the room, but that's pretty much what I'm trying to get at. This person what gave me this idea for this video is this person on Facebook pointed out a song, a wonderful song by a praise leader about crowns, and it was just a wonderful worship song. And it was I listened to the song, and it was not depressing, but it was supposed to be encouraging. The song was meant to deal with our struggles, and you know, there's so many songs out there that are like that. And I asked myself, after I listened to this song, I asked myself, why? Well, I'm called the Why Guy, so of course I have to ask why. Why is there a need for this kind of a song? And there's so many of them. And obviously it's for encouragement. It's to encourage people. It's to let people know you understand where they're at. It's to let people know that God understands where they're at. There's empathy for their struggles and where people are at. You know, those kind of things. I understand that. You know, it sounds good. It does sound good on the surface, but it doesn't address the elephant in the room. And I really want to address that in this video, okay? Now, I was a praise leader for over 30 years in various churches, from Foursquare to Vineyard to Nazarene to Baptist, you know, Southern Baptist. And so I've been around, all right? And I've written songs like that, plenty of them. And I, how do you say this? I subconsciously, I ignored that elephant in the room, just like most Christians do. And I want to address that elephant because it needs to be taken care of. And I realize this video is not going to do it. If I can encourage just one of you to look at that elephant in the room that I'm going to address and say, leave. If I succeed with just one person, then it'd be totally worth it, okay? The point of this video is that there would be no need for these type of songs of so much encouragement and empathy and all of that if people could simply, this is going to sound like a cop-out, but it's not, listen up, if people could just simply love and trust God more, right? Now, I'm not saying that that's what we should do, and I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not even trying to promote that, even though it makes sense to love and trust God more, because the elephant in the room gets in the way of you doing that completely. Now, here's the elephant. I want to describe this. Now, again, this is going to be super short. I'll be closing here. This is my final statement. The elephant. How can anyone think about this? This I put myself. That's where I was at. How can anyone, how could myself, how could anyone truly love and trust a God, okay, small g, trust a God who's going to abandon countless souls to an eternal torture chamber. Okay? Yeah, I believed for all those years, for over 30 years, I believed and I taught the false hell doctrine. Okay? At the same time, while I was encouraging people to love and trust God. Can't you see a problem here? I mean, I didn't back then, so I shouldn't even ask that stupid question. But the whole time I'm encouraging people to love and trust God and leading praise and worship to encourage them to enter into God's presence. That's Christianese for you, okay? So while the whole time I was doing that, I was ignoring that elephant in the room. And so I know what I'm talking about here. I know exactly how it felt. Well, you know what, folks? I'm free from that doctrine because I did my own research. I didn't believe just what people told me was the truth. I didn't believe the propaganda that was initiated by the Latins in 440 AD when they wrote the Latin Vulgate Bible. And then the King James came after that, and then all the other Bibles are translated from the King James. I did my own due diligent research, and I found out about the political agenda back then, okay, to control the people with a doctrine that did not come from God. And if, again, this video is not going to convince you otherwise, if you've completely believed that, I've believed in that hell doctrine for so many years. And now that I'm set free from it, that elephant is no longer in the room, wherever I go. So anyway, thank you for viewing. And again, I encourage you to research. Prove me wrong on this one. Thank you for viewing.